Welcome to the 1 to 9 podcast for interesting insights and knowledge from animals and other beings within multidimensional realms.
Hello, Diana.
Hello. Hello, Karen.
How are you?
Oh, good. How are you?
Just fine.
It's cold, so.
Oh, you have. Diana has a little cold today, so.
My voice may sound a little nasally. More so than usual.
Right. I've given her a bunch of tinctures, so don't be worried about her. She'll be fine. So today we have a panel of 5 multidimensional beings that have come to be on the podcast. And Diana, do you want to introduce us to them, or?
Yeah, sure. Now, I think Horus has been on the podcast before. He's nodding his head. He quite enjoyed himself. So today he actually asked a number of other multidimensional beings to come along because he thought they would be of interest to us. So the first, and they're based for. The 3 others are basically sitting on Karen's couch. So the one next to Horus is kind of like a cosmic feminine energy.
Like Sophia.
Yeah, like Sophia energy. And she's very comforting, very beautiful. But also it's something that kind of you feel like you're floating in it. And the way we're going to communicate this with her is basically through some kind of more solid core that's actually sitting in the middle of this feminine energy that's on Karen's couch. Okay, so welcome. Thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you, Horus and feminine energy.
Sophia.
Okay, thank you, Horus and Sophia.
Okay, the next multidimensional being that's sitting beside Sophia is an energy that I'm not going to say is male or female. It's very heavy, or at least the feet part of this energy are very heavy and almost kind of like they're stuck in the mud. And they've been here for quite a while.
Here as on this earth?
Oh, here in the 3-dimensional physical plane.
Okay.
And they need to be released from that. I mean, they're not tragically unhappy, but they know they need to move on.
Okay.
And so they're asking, can you help? Can you help with that? Okay. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you, Horus, for bringing. We're going to call him Mud Guy.
Mud Guy.
Mud Guy.
All right.
Or Guy or Guyette, whatever.
Because he's not really a.
Well, we use guy for both men and women, so. Okay, and then the 4th one, wow, this is an energy that cannot be really contained because it's so light and joyous and free and happy.
Like a butterfly.
It's like a butterfly. But, it's able... She, him, they, whatever, they're able to be contained in one place. So they are sitting beside, or actually they're floating in place beside Mud Guy.
Mud Guy's sitting because he's heavy.
Yeah. I mean, he's solid.
So we have Horus, which is the iconic bird.
Yeah, he's got his bird head on.
Bird head on, a man with a bird head. Then we have the Sophia, which is just really an energy with a solid core that will be communicating with us. Then we have Mud Guy, who's sitting solidly. And then we have this butterfly floating joyous energy, free and joyous energy.
Okay, and now the 5th multidimensional being is sitting on what I call Karen's kind of like lounge chair. They're just reclining. They're here to observe, basically. Not to learn, not to assess anything, but to observe. and perhaps also give some suggestions. But they're kind of like from a different place or different plane where all these four are from.
Would it be considered like a more elevated plane or a higher plane?
No, just different.
Oh, just different. Okay. So they bring different wisdom to the table.
Yes. Okay, so they're saying, okay, we're ready.
All right, awesome. So welcome, panel. And I am assuming that we're going to help Mud Guy transition. And each of these panel people will be part of that transition, unless they have things that they want to say individually. What do you think, Diana?
Well, they're saying they have things to say individually too.
Okay, who wants to start first?
I guess the Sophia.
Okay. Hello, Sophia. You have the floor. Would you like to impart some of your wisdom?
Okay. So she's saying she's out there in the multidimensional universe for anybody to access. She's ready to help anybody.
And what does she do to help people?
Whatever they want.
Like a new car? I'm sorry, but to heal your aching knees. I mean, is there like a particular type of focus to heal your heart, to win the lottery? I don't know. I need to know what.
Okay.
She's interested or able to do to help people.
So her primary purpose is to help people ascend, meaning so like when they're in their physical bodies, they gradually higher and higher vibrations.
So Sophia can help you change your vibration, your consciousness, your physical, is it physical, spiritual, chemical vibration, or is it your physical, or what?
It's all. Everything that contributes to making whatever your totality of vibration is.
Okay, so she can assist on all levels, and it's basically a vibrational or consciousness shifting. So she can help people go from, like, say, for instance, from a 3-dimensional world where we're really focused on linear time and gravity to a multidimensional way of being in this world where you really are very intuitive, and it's easy to manifest, and your body can heal quicker, and you have more contact points with wisdom from all angles.
Yeah, she says all that fits into sort of like the higher vibration.
Okay. Well, thank you, Sophia. Is there anything else?
And she's saying that she works with people as kind of like a coach and a guide.
And do we call her in as Sophia or to help us?
You can call her in as Sophia or any of the other female representations.
Like archetypes like Mary or Kuan Yin or...
Yes.
Okay.
So depending upon like what you're most comfortable with. Because they all have kind of like different these manifestations. You've got different flavors, right? Mm-hmm. And people may be more comfortable working with one over another.
Or just already familiar with one versus another. But the bottom line is that the intention can be to enter a more multidimensional way of being, of living, of being.
And it's interesting that she's actually leaning back against a pillow that has a peacock on it, or whatever you call the peacock tail, right? Even though the peacock tail is only for males, right? Mm-hmm. Symbolically, you can use that for anybody.
So I work with Sophia quite a bit. Does she have a particular message for me?
Okay, so we would have to call upon the Sophia manifest representation Okay.
And that's a different one that's here now?
This is kind of the cosmic one.
Okay.
So she's speaking broadly for all of them.
Okay. So we'll just move on then maybe to the next panel.
Mud guy.
Yeah, mud guy.
Okay. Mud guy is saying that he's been stuck here for such a long time. At first it was because, he's concerned about the loved ones he left behind. And they were in particularly bad straits with respect to their emotional state, just lifestyle. But and then he found that he kind of absorbed a lot of the other by helping them, right? He wanted to help them. So he absorbed a lot of the negative stuff that was leading to the problems in their lives. They've all passed on, right?
So he's here, they're gone, and he's got so much weight.
He's helping other people too, because they would tell. I mean, he ended up helping quite a lot of people, so he's got a lot of this baggage in him, kind of like this negative.
And that's what's holding him in the mud.
Yeah.
Okay. And how long has he been here?
I don't know, hundreds of years.
Hundreds of years. And does he work, has he been helping people in a certain part of the world?
It's all over. Oh, no, it's not all over. At first it was the people that he left behind, right? And where was that? Oh, that was in North America somewhere.
Were they Native Americans?
I don't know. I'm getting South and Central America.
Okay.
And south of the U.S. also. The South U.S.
Central America. South America.
Right. But now, he feels like he really needs to move on now. He needs to get rid of this stuff that he's carrying around because he feels like it's now affecting him more so than before. And he can't deal with it.
Yep.
So that's why he wants help. So that's why Horus brought him along.
Okay. And just to be clear, he wants to leave the earth, or he just wants to be lightened so he can continue to help people?
That's an interesting question. No, he wants to leave.
Okay.
Because there are other planes where he can do the similar kind of work.
Okay. So you want to move on to the butterfly?
Yes, we're moving on to the butterfly.
The butterfly energy?
The joyous. Really lighthearted. I don't know how else. It's you just look at it, or you feel whatever energy is there, and you just feel your heart just getting ready to float away or whatever. I don't know. So this is a really beautiful energy. And they're saying we can help anybody who's able to actually feel us. And so that's kind of their mission. They just go around.
Now, can people access that butterfly energy?
Yes.
Okay, so anybody can just call in this lighthearted butterfly energy and heal. Use it to heal.
Presumably, yeah. Okay.
Does the butterfly energy have a name, or is it just?
It must have a name. It feels like it's kind of similar to the energies, the Reiki energies, but it's also different in that it's really lighthearted. It's not comforting. It's not overpowering. It's not seeking out stuff to heal. It's
like a little gentle.
It's like an energy that will fill up your heart with joy and lightness and beauty, and kind of expand it so it feels like it's just floating higher and higher.
Okay, awesome.
And that's where the butterfly comes in. Because once it starts floating up higher, then it kind of takes off and it's got wings.
All right. And she's here for a particular reason today?
Yeah, to explain also what they are, and when people access them, and they're able to feel that energy, they can either use it or it will direct them in some way. And by use it, I don't quite know what they mean.
Can you remember that energy and feel that energy every time you see a butterfly? Can that be like a trigger to call it in? Because it seems like people could use like a bit of lighthearted joy to fill up their heart quite frequently.
If they decide, if a person decides to make a butterfly the symbol for that, they can do that.
Okay.
But they don't have to.
Okay, they could just call it in directly.
Right. Okay. Oh, and then we've got the final
panel. Does he have something to say? Panel member number 5.
He basically.
And it is a he. I think we established.
He's. This is all very interesting, and he has nothing to add to what they're saying.
Okay.
So.
All right. So I'm assuming that the Sophia energy, the Horus, and the butterfly are here to help Mudman with his goal to transition.
Yes.
All right. And where do we begin with that?
Well, we're just going to see what Horus, Sophia, and the butterfly start to do.
Okay, so you're going to describe it as they do it?
Right.
Okay.
I mean, we're not really going to do anything because
they're doing it all, but they came here to do it in front of us.
Right.
And not with us.
Well,
but by holding space for it and giving a forum, we're going to learn something.
Yeah, we're going to learn something.
Okay.
Because basically, Mud Guy, that's not a 3D person. It's not a physical human person.
Right.
It's a metaphysical being. And theoretically, we, meaning you and me, we could actually do something to affect metaphysical beings.
Right.
So maybe we are supposed to do something. Maybe we are supposed to start something. Okay, yes, I think we are.
Okay.
So, what are we supposed to do? Okay.
The message is coming through loud and clear.
We're supposed to call in yet another metaphysical being, a sacred divine
expert
being who's an expert in expunging so like
heavy emotional energy that's stuck in
either a physical body or a metaphysical body. Okay, so we're calling in somebody, a specialist for that.
Are they a sacred divine being? They're not here yet.
Okay, it's not like a little gray-haired old lady with her hair in a bun.
Nice.
So, are you a sacred divine being? She says, yes. Oh, do you know the panel members? I said, yes, I don't. They are showing a different category of beings than I am. Her, meaning the old lady in the bun. But she certainly she's dealt with them all before, and she knows the butterfly energy quite well. So how did you get your are you a sacred divine being? She says yes. How did you get your expertise? She's done this for like countless numbers of human souls that have been stuck here and in various other places. and other types of beings.
Yes.
And to send them off into the love and light, wherever they want to go there. Okay, so she's going to go ahead and do what she does, which is she's looking at these huge mud feet.
Do they look like human feet?
Yeah, they look like clodhoppers.
Okay.
There's no toes on them.
Oh.
You know, they look like cartoon feet. Well, I mean, with boots on.
Mm-hmm.
And so what she's doing is she's basically taking out centuries worth aggravation, anger, sorrow, hate. It's like she's just taking all this stuff out bit by bit. And she's gathering it together, putting it somewhere. So she's taken a lot of stuff out. Mudguy's feet are getting smaller.
They're getting more proportional to his body.
Yeah, they're getting smaller. And he notices this. He says, "Oh, they're much lighter." Okay, so now what? At the same time that she's continuing to do this, the butterfly is starting to move some of its energy into Mudguy from the feet upwards. And then Sophia is also doing that. But she's going from the head downwards. I don't know why. So, so like these two energies, they kind of like meet in the middle of the Mudguy's body, which is the abdomen area. So they kind of swirl around. And then they continue on their way, meaning the butterfly energy is going down to the feet. And butterfly energy is going up to the head. Sophia energy is going down to the feet. Eventually, it all comes out to the arms too. And so the grandma with the gray hair and the bun, she's just about completed taking away all these negative energies and emotions and whatever that.
She got all of them?
Yeah, she's got all of them. And he's now, he did his job in terms of helping people get rid of this stuff. And now she's taking them all up the heavens and turning them over to love and light. So they're being taken care of up there. So they're gone, right? So now we've got Mudguy, whose feet are not heavy anymore. They're smaller, and he actually feels incredibly grateful and joyous. And
does he still want to go when he feels grateful and joyous?
Yeah, he's ready to go off on his next adventure.
Okay.
So
can he just float away now, or does he need help?
Well, he doesn't quite know where he wants to go, and he's using the energies that he'd gotten from the butterfly and Sophia to kind of like figure out. Now that he can use these energies, he's going to sort of like visit some places. He doesn't know where he'll end up, but at least now he can actually move there. He can travel there to where he wants to go. He's not stuck here. Okay, so they've completed their energy transfers or infusions or whatever you want to call it.
Okay, thank you, Sophia and Butterfly.
Yeah, it seemed like it was literally a transfusion, actually. And so, okay, he's saying bye.
Oh, he's going.
He's going.
Bye-bye.
Saying thank you also. Thank you.
Thank you.
Saying thank you too.
Thank you very much. I think he's lost his name, Mudguy.
Oh, yeah. He's got to think of another name for himself. Yeah, so he's a kind of angel now.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
So he can still help others in an angel type.
Right.
Actually does help.
Right. Okay, so I think they've done what they wanted to do here.
Okay, the panel.
Right? And I don't know if we have any more questions for them, or they want to show us anything else.
I don't know. That's thank you for demonstrating that. And I'm just wondering, is that a process that would regularly be used on souls that are stuck here on Earth, or is it a process that can even apply to humans? Like if you feel a lot of heaviness because you've taken on other people's weight and sorrows, which a lot of people that are empathic do, can we invite this panel in to help with?
Yeah, they're saying yes.
Okay, that'd be awesome. So we invite in Horus, although I'm not sure what Horus did.
No, he got the panel members together.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Does the panel have a name? It doesn't have a name. I'm just wondering.
Okay, he's saying the healing panel.
It's the healing panel. Okay, and so the healing panel can be called in, and it's really mostly the Sophia energy that works from the top down, and the butterfly energy that works from the bottom up, and the older lady that's expert.
That's this. Okay, that the sacred divine being may change or not. I don't know.
So do you have to, when you call in the healing panel, you also have to call in your own expert?
Yeah, because that expert is working. See, the healing panel supplies the energy, but the expert actually takes care of extracting the negative.
Okay, so that
energies that have been held by whoever's being helped.
Okay, so on a human, because most of us are interested in how this applies to humans. Like if I wanted to call them in, I would call in the healing panel, ask Horus to bring it in, or would I just call it in directly now that I know about it? And then I would ask for an expert that works in, like, say, heaviness in your chest or something like that.
Oh, yeah. This is why, so like the sacred divine being who's an expert may change.
Right. So sometimes you want a heart expert or in the case of Mud Guy, it was
all these emotions that had stored in him from people that he was trying to help.
Right. Do they want to try it on a human, or are we complete with this knowledge, or do they have something else to say?
Okay. No, they don't have anything else to say at the moment, but they could certainly come back and try it on a human.
Okay. So maybe we'll pick somebody before the next podcast.
Right.
Or another podcast. I don't know if it'll be the next one or not.
Right.
So are we complete here?
I think so, yes. Yes, right. They're saying yes.
All right. Well, thank you, panel, healing panel, and Horus, and this lovely observer over here.
They're all saying thank you. Thank you for calling us in. It was quite interesting.
Thank you, Diana, for facilitating.
We're so glad we're able to help my guy.
Yeah, we are. We feel like we've unleashed another helper angel into the world.
That's right.
Oh, we don't know his name now, so we can't advise you. We don't know his name now, so we can't advise you on how to call him in to help you. But there's lots of angels out there, so feel free to tap into them at any time. All right, Diana, thank you.
Oh, thank you, Karen.
All right,
thank you, everybody. Bye.
Bye-bye.
That's all for this episode of the 1 to 9 podcast. Thank you for listening, and please sign up for our newsletter at 1to9podcast.com.